What does it feel like to be an adventurer? The Eye of the Temple.
Let's hope those terraformers don't wake up before I finish the job, so I can pick you all up. Assuming you find Agent Sienna, and she's still alive. Okay, I'll lead the way. I lost contact with the troopers when they entered the cave over there on the left.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm hoping you can hear me okay and see me okay. As you can see, we have a new setup, a new background. We're trying stuff out, making the stream as kind of premium as possible, let's say. So yeah, how is everybody doing? I actually have the live chat here on the tablet so that I don't need to kind of turn my head. How are you guys doing? Bonus, how are you doing? JPA Wheeze, sorry if I'm butchering your names. Venom, hey man, how's it going? Zhu, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing stuff correctly. We have 13 people with us so far. And yeah, we're gonna look at the Pimax event today. I'm hoping the broadcast goes well, because it's actually it's the second time I'm doing it without Bogdan, and he's kind of the head of the technical stuff behind the scenes that makes all of this possible and all of this. Actually, let me guys, give me a second. I wanna make a quick phone call. Hey man, how's it going? Listen, I'm doing this stream all alone, and it would really help out if you could maybe come over and help me out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll see you soon then.
Hey everyone, that was quick.
Yeah, it was probably the quickest flight in the history of humankind. So yeah, we have Bogdan in the flesh today.
Hey everyone.
It's exciting not being stuck with Discord or whatever we're using
Yeah,
to
yeah,
to
for
actually
sure.
do this remotely. But it's difficult to do it when you're like 3,000-4,000 miles away. Like how much is it?
I think it's like 3,500,
Still
3,500 miles.
still
yeah.
still a
yeah.
lot. So it's way easier in terms of setup and everything to actually have things set up like this. Let me actually put my phone down here.
Good.
And put this. Okay, we're all good.
Yeah.
So you excited about the event?
Yeah,
Hoping to see
yeah.
something cool.
Yeah, honestly, my thoughts on this is that we're gonna probably see some good hardware launching, something innovative maybe, hopefully. So yeah,
I'm hoping so too. Like I mentioned it for the ones of you who saw the latest VR News Today episode. I actually mentioned that Pimax recently announced a partnership with Tobii, who are the leaders, or among the leaders anyway, in eye tracking, and this partnership is for future Pimax headsets. So, and it's curious timing on it because it was actually announced, I think 2 days ago or something. So like kind of right before the weekend before the actual event. So it'd be interesting to see if they actually launch something with Tobii eye tracking. My only concern there is if it has eye tracking, it's probably going to be still really expensive, which we're kind of used from Pimax, right? But
well, yeah, I do still have both of my kidneys left, so yeah, it could be a good thing.
at least maybe we can, like, you can give one of your kidneys and we can get 2 Pimax headsets for it. Is it
Yeah, well,
is it fairly healthy?
Yeah, we'll try to bargain. So the idea is that I've actually tried Tobii on an Alienware laptop, which was really good as what it can do. I'm really curious to see what it can do being brought within a VR helmet, in a VR HMD. That should be interesting because we could see things like rendering based on where you look at and stuff like that.
They did
Yeah.
mention foveated rendering as a main thing, and again, I think it's amazing technology, and it would really help drive games, like really demanding games like Half-Life Alyx and stuff like that on lower end PCs.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
not rendering the whole frame in full resolution. It's basically just focusing on what you're focusing.
Yeah, that would be a good trick to actually pull some good performances out of older PCs and enable it to run not only Half-Life Alyx but also other games as well.
Yeah.
Because I think that in the future we're gonna see more and more titles being very beefy on requirements.
Oh, for
very juicy.
Like imagine a Half-Life Alyx but open world where you have like all kinds of that would be insane. That would burn down any normal PC.
Yeah, and
without something like this.
Especially if you think about it, on what makes it a good VR experience, it would need to be loadless. I mean, having no load screens and being loaded in the memory. In the RAM, and that I think is something that could eat up a lot of resources on the HMDs.
Maybe if maybe we won't even have to worry about that if we get to a level of cloud processing that's good enough from a latency perspective. Because it is good enough right now, right? Like you could technically play really demanding stuff in the cloud. It's just with VR, the latency is the killer.
The latency is definitely the killer in this case because you're gonna get a motion sickness like the worst you've ever felt. I'm not sure on how the actual services that are online right now, like Shadow and what's the other
Plutosphere?
Plutosphere, yeah. Not sure on how those work at the moment because we haven't actually got to test them yet, but we are planning on doing that as soon as they are available.
We're talking to them, like we're trying to get access from both of them, and hopefully we will. But I know they're working on it because again, latency is really bad. Like it can be bad even at home on the same network with virtual desktop if you don't have the right setup.
Imagine that when talking about VR, you don't only focus on the latency between you and the game server. You also focus on the latency that the PC renders the image, the latency that the PC transmits over your wireless or cable.
And the controllers, like probably the biggest one,
which is
the input going from the controller to your headset, from your headset to your computer, from your computer to the server. Like it's just insane.
As far as I'm aware, I think that you should have like 200 milliseconds on the end-to-end chain
For it to be okay.
For it to be okay, yeah, and that's what you should be going for. And in order to even further optimize this, you should be dropping it even lower. I mean, looking at PC games, you have latencies that are close to 50 milliseconds. So I think that's a big target for the VR scene to go towards. But I'm not sure on how that's manageable or achievable nowadays with what we have via a streaming service. So
it's exactly what I was gonna say. It's definitely not an easy task. Look at Google Stadia, right? Like there are people that have an okay time with it. Like nobody's like crazy about it, but there are people that have an okay experience with it, and other people that are like it's just unplayable. Like there's no point in even trying.
Yeah.
So it depends a lot on even stuff like how close the actual server is to your house. So if you're like, for example, we're in Dublin right now, but if we were to connect to a server in Dublin versus one even in Germany or something like fairly close, it would still make a difference when it comes to latency. So
it would add 30, 40 milliseconds on the...
So it's not that much within
not,
close distances?
It's not that much. I mean, with Frankfurt, because that's one of the main hubs in Europe for data processing and stuff like that. I have, I think, 55 milliseconds.
Okay, not
and
bad.
I think that you have sort of the same, so it's kind of the place to be for VR devs with their servers.
But then
Europe.
to these 55 milliseconds, you add all of the other stuff that causes latency along the way.
Yeah.
Because this is just basically the ping towards the server, right?
I'm curious to see what Nvidia is cooking up, if they're cooking up anything for the VR scene, because I've seen that they just announced the 30 RTX series being added to the cloud streaming.
Okay.
Like last week. So maybe that's also an enabler for maybe VR related stuff.
I think that there were some mentions about an Nvidia XR cloud or something like that, but I think back then when I heard about it, it was only kind of targeted at professionals. Like just being able to share stuff and collaborate and things like that. So it's not quite what we need at home.
Honestly speaking, anything in the general market is like 3-level split. You have military grade, you have corporate grade, and then you have consumer grade. I think that VR right now...
In this order, like it always trickles down, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like military always has the newest and best of technologies.
Yeah.
Then professional industries get them the second at the second run.
We're still way too expensive to get into consumer hands.
Exactly. And then when they get even cheaper and they get to have more experience on how to develop their products, then they go into the consumer. But Pimax, I think that they're in the enterprise level right now and trying to go
kind
maybe
of in
towards
between.
consumer.
Like they're trying. Yeah, they're trying to do what Vario was trying to do with the Aero that we watched the event for last week. Mm-hmm. They're targeting it half at consumers and half at like professionals, because it's still too expensive for the average Joe that wants to get into VR but is just gonna get a $300 Quest.
Yeah,
it's just the easiest way to get into VR, because otherwise, like that's what the conversations need to be more about. Like, what's the total cost of ownership for VR, right? Because for a Quest, it's basically just the Quest, maybe an Elite strap and a VRCover, but that's pretty much it. And obviously the games that you need to buy after that, but like
depending
in terms of hardware.
Because if you're like me, you're gonna want to, and you also have a PC VR gaming, you want to get the Steam VR games, the cable, the everything. You're gonna want to get the full package.
Of course, but at the same time, there are people that are gonna just want that entry-level experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Like without using any kind of PC VR. Again, until we have maybe a cloud solution.
If you do have a capable PC and you have a Quest, I mean the cost of enabling also PC VR gaming is fairly low, I would say. I would say it's a manageable cost. You're gonna spend like 35 euros on some pulleys for not
Fair enough. Yeah.
having the cable just lay on the ground. You're gonna pay around 50-80 euros on the cable itself, depending on if you want to go with the original Quest one,
The
or
official one, yeah.
with an aftermarket one. And other than that, what would you need? Do you need anything else?
Not really, honestly. Like maybe it's stuff that you don't actually need, but it's good to have, like
Maybe-
grips for the controllers, like
Yeah.
stuff like that. That just enhance the experience, but not obviously from a graphical standpoint or anything. Just immersion and ease of use, I guess.
But what I want to add here as well is that even though if you get these straps, you should also be wearing
Absolutely.
the not old but default straps, so you can like securely
Yeah,
attach
just
them
the
to your
hand strap, because
Yeah.
even with these,
Yeah.
depending on what you're playing, especially if you're throwing stuff,
Yeah,
it's easy for it to kind of slip from your hand just by doing this without
Yeah.
having it here, where at least you're not gonna break your TV or somebody's face with a controller. So it's
so,
good.
So remember, everyone, safety first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I see that we're like 10 minutes away, 11 minutes away from the event.
Maybe try refreshing the page just to make sure it's the timing is updated, so we don't. But it should be at it's 11 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at in 11 minutes at 6 p.m. our time, local time.
Yeah.
10 a.m. Pacific daylight time, I guess. Like the whole daylight savings and different time zones and everything is really confusing, because a lot of stuff happens in the US and Asia. So all of these events are at like random hours. Thankfully, the other two ones and this one and the Facebook Connect one later this week are all at okay times for here.
Yeah.
Even if we're working, or I'm working because he's on vacation. But even if I'm working, I'm done at like 5, and I can start the stream at like 5:30 and stream the event at 6.
Yeah.
In this case, and I think Facebook maybe starts at 6 as well. I think.
I think yes. I hope.
Or is it
we're not
11
wrong.
Pacific? Anyway,
We're gonna check out, and we're gonna create the event soon.
Let's look through the comments, because I wasn't looking down. Sorry, I'm just excited to have Bogdan here in person. Sean Kelly is saying, "What's up, man? Nothing much, man. Well, we're hoping to see something cool today during the event, and even more so during Facebook Connect next week. This week, actually, later this week, in like 3 days.
3 days. Yeah.
You've probably seen the leaks and everything that have been popping up about like a potential Quest 3 or Quest Pro or something. It looks kind of similar to the HTC Flow.
Yeah.
In terms of kind of design language.
It's more curvy, more smooth.
It is.
Yeah.
It looks smaller as well, and it has like an interesting dock, and the controllers that came up with that don't have the rings but just have cameras in them. Like that could be interesting. Although those rings have saved my fingers more times than I can count. Like hitting stuff and hitting it with the ring or the back of the hand strap or something like that. It just makes it way easier for my fingers.
Yeah, but I think that by adding cameras, you're gonna get an even better tracking system.
That's the whole the whole idea, to not have any kind of dead spots, right? Because the Quest has the cameras here, so whenever you have your hand behind your back, it actually just uses the gyroscope and the accelerometer to determine or approximate where your position is, because it doesn't actually have sight of your controller at that point, or if you hold it behind your back and stuff like that. And you guys know, like, there are a lot of games that require you to get stuff from your backpack or from one shoulder or from most of them are thought out to kind of be on the front side. Like most of them it works, even if you you can just grab it from here, not necessarily all the way back here. So it kind of works that way too.
I've also met some games in which this wasn't working that well. I don't remember now what I was playing, but
I think for me, Saints and Sinners tops it, because it has one of the best mechanics ever. Because behind your back, you only have, I think you have the backpack on your left shoulder, which holds all of your stuff, and then you have a weapon here, and then 2 weapons in the holsters down here. So it's really easy and really intuitive and really kind of natural to grab your weapon and do stuff.
Makes sense, makes sense. So we're like 7 minutes away from the Pimax Frontier event to go where no one has gone before it, and that sounds promising.
That's a bold claim, anyway.
Yeah. Beam me up, Scotty.
Absolutely, yeah. And they have that that spaceship thing on the poster.
It looks a lot like the Enterprise.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does.
Show
Let's see
copyright
what the
over
comments
there.
are saying. Plastic Lit Gamer is saying yeet. Titolis Pogger.
Poggers, yeah.
Max Leo, hi. Hey, how are you doing? Hello, Maria. How are you?
Maybe we should add the Pogger emoji to.
I still don't fully understand it. Does that kind of mean I'm old or
No, not necessarily. I think
not old, but not
you weren't
young.
watching
enough?
what the correct media. Pog is an emoji which appeared on Twitch
Okay.
and was used by everyone mainly.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's like a meme. It's like a
Yeah, but like a good thing or a bad thing? Is it like...
I see it as a good thing. I don't see why.
I don't know. I haven't
It's a
come
pog
across...
champ.
Like, I don't watch a lot of Twitch stuff. I'm I guess used to YouTube and stuck in my own ways. But yeah, I usually watch stuff on YouTube. I think I watched maybe 2 things on Twitch ever.
Yeah, well, I do watch some things on
I feel like
Twitch.
it's more of a black hole than YouTube. Like you can go from thing to thing and like never ever stop.
It's a black hole which ends with hot tubs.
Yeah, that was like he showed it to me. Bogdan has obviously not flown in the 30-second clip that we showed, so he's been here for what, like 3 days maybe.
A fun fact: when you had the live for Vario, I
Yeah.
was going to the airport.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons which I did not join that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm sorry guys, I had to lie to you, and actually I didn't lie. I just said you were busy. You were busy.
I was packing
climbing
my bags,
onto an airplane,
shooting the small clip, and getting here. Yeah. So
yeah, but
5
it's
minutes away.
yeah, it's been good actually being here and actually seeing you in person, because obviously we appreciate technology and FaceTime and all of that, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
At all.
It's much more better being next to your friend.
Ow!
Exactly.
Why?
To get a natural reaction from you.
Jose is saying hello from San Antonio, Texas. Hey,
Hello,
how are you?
Jose?
What time is it, Jose, in San Antonio right now? I think it's like 6 hours
No.
difference
no,
from here.
No, 5, 7. I think it's 7. 7 hours. I hope I'm not
7
mistaken.
plus or minus? From here.
Plus. No, minus.
Okay, so it's like
In the morning.
11 a.m. or
yeah,
something.
something. I think it's 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I probably have a world clock or something on the tablet, but I'm just too lazy to.
And as a joke, even if you have it, we won't still be able to use it because that thing always gets us with the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean-
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And again, I'm really grateful whenever an event is at a time that
Yeah.
doesn't mean, especially because when he's at home, he's like 2 hours plus
Yeah.
from me, so he's like 2 hours extra. So if I think there was an event that it was at like 11 p.m. for me, so it was like 1 a.m. for you. So
Yeah.
like some of them are a bit late.
Yeah, but luckily it was on a Friday night, so
Yeah.
I didn't have to get up for my job the next day at 7 a.m. and that was good.
That's always good.
That was lucky.
That's always good, definitely. So guys, we're 3 minutes away, right, from the beginning of the Pimax event.
Yeah, 3 minutes away. I see that they have like 300 people waiting
Oh.
in. So
Not bad.
Yeah.
Maybe some of them will decide to join us instead.
yeah, maybe, hopefully.
So guys, if you want, go spam them, bring them here,
See,
do a raid.
11:56. So I was
11:56
My
AM,
math
yeah.
was right.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah. It's a good thing.
It really was close enough.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how are you guys doing?
Excited for the event. What are you looking for after the event? What you want to get out of it?
Let's make it even more specific than that. What price point will this new Pimax need to have for you guys to actually think maybe it's actually worth it?
Yeah,
like
that's
for
a good
me
question.
right now, I think the 5K is around $1,500 without base stations and controllers, and the 8K is like 2,500. I may be wrong. I need to look it up, but
that would get me half of my car, of my dream car, not my actual car. Would be good though.
Half of your dream car for like 2.5K. What's your dream car? Like a Sandero?
2.5K. Okay, I thought about.
No, it's not that insane.
Sorry.
No, it's not that insane.
I misheard. Yeah.
Like
okay, no, then not the dream car. Yeah, maybe the dream laptop.
It's kind of in the land of like premium headsets, like right, like Vario has as well.
I can get either a MacBook Pro, the new one, and I also bring in some other money because it's expensive. Or the VR. I mean,
I think you definitely get your money's worth more from the Mac because you do a lot of like even stuff for the channel, personal stuff, whatever. Like it's just. Whereas with the Pimax, you would just record because that's the thing. Like no matter how good the headset we actually have, the recording is going to look the same, right? Because it's recording from the
PC,
the preview PC, on the PC. So like no matter how amazing everything looks for us, it's going to look the same whether we're using a Quest or a Pimax headset. So it's pretty simple from that point of view.
Yeah.
Okay, so waiting for Pimax. I think the event is about to start.
Yeah, let's go to that scene.
We're moving to this scene so that you guys can see it. So we're not all in front of it.
Yeah. We're only
maybe try a refresh because I know like whenever it's weird on YouTube whenever a live stream's
connected. It's okay now.
Okay,
should be okay.
We're back, guys.
Could you please confirm if everything is okay in the chat? Sorry.
We'll start any minute, guys. We're waiting for it to actually kick off.
Yeah.
We'll make it full screen once we do kick it off because
right now we can't.
Right now we can't because it's just a thumbnail. There's no maximize button, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have 600 people waiting.
Yeah.
It's and where the local time zone is, like 10 a.m. Pacific.
Not sure. I mean, think about their perspective. You're a company. When would you launch your product? If you launch it at the beginning of the week, you have a week ahead.
No, yeah, I'm talking about the hour, about not the time.
Well,
the time. Sorry, not the day.
It's noon, lunch break, I guess.
I guess, yeah, fair enough.
It's a good. You would also be able.
I think
to
that's it. They're trying to
spread.
Yeah, trying to accommodate as many people across the world as possible, which is good. Like
it's late evening in Middle East, Asia. And it looks like we're about to begin. There's a small delay for the event. The Federation is limiting our speed to warp factor 5. We will have it up and running ASAP, but most likely not before 5 p.m.
What is 5 p.m. Eastern time? Let me just quickly Google that. If anybody knows in the chat, just let us know.
It's
for a big delay.
It's an hour of a delay? Or
no, 5 p.m. EST is 10 p.m. here.
What?
So there's like a 5-hour delay to the event.
What?
Let us double check it, guys, and if that's the case, we'll probably take a break and come back then.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay. What? Why? Yeah. No. So everybody in the chat is also confirming. Yes, a short 4-hour delay.
So 4 or 5 hours. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
I understand things can happen, but like for big companies, like how come?
So Pimax just said, and this is their official account, could be earlier. I mean, what?
Could be earlier, and like, what are they expecting people to just sit here for 5 hours, hoping it's only going to be 3?
Most likely not before 5 p.m. But then you confirm that it could be earlier. I mean, I'm already don't liking the event. I mean.
Like, yeah, I don't really understand, like, especially for big companies, like how, like, I understand things can happen, but how do you know it's going to be 5 hours or 4 hours or 3 hours? Like, if it was just a glitch, you'd have it up and running in 10 minutes, right? Just restart everything, turn it off and on again, and just get it going.
And this is coming after a weekend in which you would theoretically have time to pull some work and finish everything for the event. I mean, that's
Like I don't.
What do you guys think about this the small change and
Maybe zoom into the chat there so they can see it on the stream as well a bit bigger.
the official chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the thing you're seeing now on screen. The thing that Bogdan made a bit bigger was the chat from the official Pimax Frontier.
They just changed
live
this
stream.
again.
Okay.
Did they or no? They didn't.
Oh no, it was just the scaling.
Zoom. Yeah. This is a bug. YouTube, fix it. If you zoom in, you don't see.
So yeah, it's unfortunate that this happened, but
Yeah, it's sad because they're not communicating clearly what they're doing. They just mentioned that it's probably not gonna be before 5 p.m.
yeah.
But in the chat they confirmed that it's probably gonna be before it. It may be before that. I mean,
Let me actually have a look if they've said anything on Twitter, because Twitter is generally like the
hey, we're good.
or over email, because I'm actually registered to the event.
Okay, yeah, check it.
Let me see, because like why not? At least maybe they said a bit more, because obviously on the thumbnail they can't really update it constantly, because it's a process to kind of change the thumbnail.
So
Pimax Frontier, okay, 10 a.m. Nobody's saying anything. Register now.
that's
Okay, late October. Nobody's saying anything.
we have a warp delay.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. Someone in the chat mentioned it, and of course a lot of spam.
But yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah. There's a small delay for the event. The Federation is limiting our speed to warp factor 5, so good marketing. We
Hey,
will
Wigan.
have it up and running ASAP, most likely not before 5 p.m. ET. We apologize for any inconvenience. So that's the actual official message.
Okay. Okay,
But
so
right now I'm pretty bummed that
situation it's a bit weird, because we're not, and I think the stream is dead again.
no,
Yeah, it is. For just
it's
a
a
tiny
drop.
bit.
It's a drop.
But yeah, I think it's weird the way they did it, right? Like it's not quite what I was expecting from them, especially because again, it's in their best interest to actually make this launch successful. And
The server hamsters that.
my
Yeah.
wife actually just texted me that there's some white noise from the microphones. We'll look into it. Guys, are you hearing it too? Like any weird sound from the microphone? Are you maybe it's picking up the PC?
Maybe possibly it could be picking up the fans. Yeah.
The fan and the fans
Yeah.
and the okay.
Yeah, it might.
Hopefully it's not too. The good part is we're not in any hurry now, so we can. Actually, I don't even like. I have no idea how we're gonna actually redo the stream. So guys, probably we're just gonna end it here early and just cover the whatever Pimax launches in next week's VR News Today.
Yeah. Most likely.
Because we have no way of knowing. Like I was really looking forward to looking at the event and watching it together with you guys, but we don't actually know when it's going to happen. So I doubt too many people will actually spend the next 4 hours with us here. At the same time, we don't know if it's going to be 2 hours. Maybe it's going to be 6. Maybe it's going to be 4.
I don't really want to wait 4 hours
Yeah.
for something and then get disappointed because
Plus we
if
don't-
that happens,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna watch
Yeah.
at Pimax. I'm never gonna look at Pimax as a serious company ever
Yeah.
again because they just put us to sit like for 4 hours without. They could have edited this like before. If you know you won't be able to finish for an event, just snooze it from the get-go. Snooze it as soon as you find out.
Before people are already on it.
Don't wait and maybe hopefully push it and make it and then delay for 4 hours.
Yeah.
If you would delay for 10, 20, 30 minutes, that would be okay. But 4 hours is
Yeah, and at least for us that who are like
I
this
see
channel, and
that
I know
as-
sadly it's Bradley is doing it too. Like we can't actually stop the live stream and restart it because we don't know when to restart it.
Okay.
Like we don't actually know when they're gonna start doing
Yeah.
it again. So
Yeah, I'm
scratching
disappointed.
when we talk only. Okay, thank you, Marcos. We'll definitely look into it. This is kind of the test setup for the Facebook event, which we're hoping will be absolutely seamless.
Yeah.
We have a bit more time until then to actually do all of the testing and make sure everything is working okay. But yeah, I guess, guys, this was a really short live stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pimax, for the ones of you announced after the event was supposed to start at like 6:01 p.m., that they're delaying it for an
4 hours.
indefinite amount of time.
What
Like we don't actually know.
I'm gonna quote
They
a clip
just
on
said,
YouTube.
but they just said not.
Yeah.
It's unlikely it's going to be before.
Yeah.
That time, but they didn't say anything about it being over. Like if they can't fix
That's
whatever
also
they
a
need to
possibility.
fix. Yeah,
That's also a
yeah,
possibility.
that's it.
So I'm gonna quote a YouTube video. So my disappointment is unmeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Guys, I guess we'll see you soon. Like worst case, we'll see you during the Facebook Connect live stream on the 28th.
Yeah, for sure.
And otherwise, let's hope that Pimax decides to actually have this event ever.
Yeah,
And we're just gonna, I guess we're just gonna record it and again cover it in next week's VR News Today because
Yeah.
right now there's no way of knowing when they're gonna do it.
yeah.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed our short time together, and we'll see you soon, right?
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
What does it feel like to be an adventurer? The Eye of the Temple.
Let's hope those terraformers don't wake up before I finish the job, so I can pick you all up. Assuming you find Agent Sienna, and she's still alive. Okay, I'll lead the way. I lost contact with the troopers when they entered the cave over there on the left. Remember, recruit, you're part of the Triple O now, under the wings of the mightiest fleet the galaxy has ever seen. But here, within the twin planet system, you're on your own.
This is a deep undercover mission.
Feindsetzliche Bewegung!
Try to avoid drawing attention to yourselves.
We all know it's going to be a tough job ahead. But it's good for us to be together.
Is that hello, or you just thinking about food? I mean, it is dinner time. There you go. Let's try this thing out. Whoa!
Someone, anyone, please help!
Okay. What do I do? Oh, cool.
You're tenacious. I'll give you that.
Why am I tenacious? Hello? Hello? Oh, hell no. Please better. Uh-oh. Get away from me! Come on. What else have I got? Oh, come on, come on. Oh, this will do. Hurry, hurry.
Come on, Collins!
What are you waiting for, man? Kick it.
Go, 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 move, move, go!
Why don't we have this in history class? No! Look out! Help!
Move, come on!
Right behind you, man!
Take it!
Put it!
Throw it, throw it!
Here we go! Drea, how are you so good at this?
Relax! Get into it!
Yeah, I got it! Ooh. No. Hey, girl. It's okay. I'm okay. Time for a break. This is the life. Whoa! Don't look down, don't look down. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down. almost there. With me?
You're late. Let's do this.
Bring it! This is lovely! Ooh, nice toy. You wanna play too? Go for it!